Africa is in distress. It is calling out to each and every one of us. That cry of distress is a call to the rescue. And we must rise here and now and into the future and respond to that cry of distress.
Arrivé au pouvoir il y a moins d'un an, le président du Botswana, Maître Duma Boko, appelait à l'action, surtout en ces périodes où les impacts de la dépendance aux puissances mondiales se font sentir. Il estime que l'Afrique en général et la SADC en particulier doivent agir ensemble de façon cohérente.
We've seen when the rough winds of circumstance demonstrated to us the challenge that faces multilateralism in today's world. We've seen how over-reliance on trade with certain powers of the world has rendered us so fatally vulnerable that we are now dependent on their mood swings. They determine what happens on the African continent. And this is because we've allowed ourselves to fall into a trap of self-loathing, where we've hated not just ourselves but our neighbors on the African continent. We've been reluctant to trade with each other, to see and recognize each other's worth. We've come to that point, that inflection point in our history, when we must recognize that we need each other. We need each other desperately as African countries, as Africans. We must reach out. We must reach out across barriers, across boundaries, across barricades, and find each other. And lean on each other and hold each other by the hand as we strengthen, deepen intra-Africa trade. That's our only means of survival. Hundreds of thousands of our citizens across the breadth, the length of the African continent are still caught in the hellish death grip of poverty and unemployment. Africa is in distress. It is calling out to each and every one of us. That cry of distress is a call to the rescue. And we must rise here and now and into the future and respond to that cry of distress. And so we are here today to carve pathways from the inalterable circumstances of our existence with an appreciation that the institutions, the ways in which we've organized ourselves, are routinized and are collectivized, are stylized modes of behavior, must give way to transformative, radical, progressive ideas and actions. And with those few feeble words, let me exhort the whole SADC and indeed the whole of the African continent to action.